Hello and welcome to Simply Solve's Video Resource Library. In this session, we're going to talk about the Asset module. Go ahead and open up the LiAM application and select Asset. LiAM comes pre-populated with demo data, which makes it easy to demonstrate what we're about to show you on the asset list. Go ahead and select Asset List and you'll see all of our demo data and all of the columns. Now let's just say that you are looking for specific records in your database that begin with a serial number of 442. You would come over to the serial number column, select the little down arrow, which is the filter list, select text filters, begins with 442 and select OK. Your list will now pre-filter to show you only the records you're interested in. So I'm interested in editing record 10. So all I have to do is double click the row indicator to the left of the asset tag column to edit the asset. If I double click it, that information appears now on my edit form. So let's talk about the edit form. On the left, you have 30 fields that represent the core asset tracking fields that are common to all of our assets. On the right are additional 30 fields that a user can define for his own purpose. So let's just say that there are fields that you need to track that are not represented here in the core fields. You could add them here on additional and populate them. So to add or to edit this asset, I want to take the serial number and add A to it. I'm going to add A and select Update. When it updates, I'm going to show you the next feature of our asset list, and that is the history. Every field that you change in LiAM has a historical transaction associated with it. So here we have updated the serial number from this value to this value on this date by this person. All right, so how do we create new assets? You can select New. If you have an identifier, you can enter it. If you don't, leave it blank and the system will create one for you. Now, all of the fields contain drop-down lists, meaning that every time you enter a value, it gets added to the list for the next record. So I have an asset in front of me from this manufacturer right here. Now if I had an asset from a different manufacturer, I simply enter the value and it'll appear the next time we create a new asset. But this asset exists, so I'm going to select it. Once I select this manufacturer, the part number field will then filter based on this manufacturer. So it will only show me parts pertinent to that manufacturer. So I'm going to select that part. The description will then look up against that part number and populate as well. If I have additional values I want to add, I can add them over here on the right. Once I've added all the information, I select Add. The asset is created. To validate it, I only have to look in my list to see that that asset exists now. All right, in addition to asset information, we can also create events. So let's say I wanted to create a warranty for this asset. I can come over to the event side of my asset record, select New, select Warranty, and populate the fields. When I'm done populating, I select Add, and that event is added. To see that event in my list, I can hit Select, and now the list has warranty in it. All right, a couple other things to note. These red fields right here, these red labels, they are actually attached to our library. So if you have a license that supports the library, you can then edit or add additional fields pertinent to this item. For example, if I select manufacturer, I will get not only the 3 fields in my asset record, but I get a lot of additional information as well. Again, the library is fully customizable. You can have up to 30 fields per library. You can also make attachments to your library. Then on the very left, we give you the core operating elements of your business, which is tracking warranties, returns, maintenance, and a critical inventory. So for example, I can see all the assets that I have warranties for, when they're due, if they're past due, coming up due, or if they're in good shape. I can select one that's past due, I can renew the warranty, and then all I have to do is update the warranty dates here, select update, and now my asset's warranty has been updated, and my history reflects that I have updated the start and stop dates for that warranty. I can attach items to my assets. Simply select attach. Then I can attach anything. I can attach pictures, documents, emails, user guides, shipping, receiving information, failure reports, quick start, configuration guides, etc. Simply have to select add, find the attachment you want to attach, go ahead and attach it, and now you've got an attachment for that asset. If you want to add notes to that asset, you just hit the note button, and then you can go ahead and add your note. That note is stored as a historical transaction. To view the note in a larger pane, just double click the row, and that information will all appear here. Finally, I want to talk about the state of the asset. So if you have assets that are active but you're shipping them out to customers where you're no longer actively tracking them, you can set that asset state to inactive. By doing that, you can clear it from your list. So if I select the State button and I unselect inactive, then when I look in my asset list for asset 42, I will see that it's not there. I have hidden all of my inactive assets from the display in my list. To restore it, I simply open it back up, select inactive, asset list, and now I can see asset 42. So this covers the operation of the asset module for the LiAM Lifecycle Asset Management System. If you have any questions or need additional assistance, feel free to contact us at trackitwithliam.com, and we'll go ahead and take care of you.